This video is about how to install and use the RouteMetrics add-in in Excel. And you can just start at any blank workbook. So I have the regular desktop version of Excel up here, and I'm at the home ribbon. Come over to the right, there's a section for add-ins. We'll come over, we will click on add-ins. For right now, ignore that that's showing here. That's because I already installed it. Type out RouteMetrics. And it comes up down here as a choice. Click on add. And it'll be a minute while you get logged into your account. So I had a pop up here in ALS Properties LLC. That's the name of my company. And you press accept. We don't keep any personally identifiable information, but if you have questions, you can see our privacy policy, which I'll link in the description. And then it pops up in your sidebar, ready to go. So at its core, what this add-in does is gives you access to route.distance, .time, .url, and directions. And all of those work without leaving the spreadsheet. So by installing this add-in, you've created a connection between Excel and the engine in the background that calculates these distances for you. So let's click this to get the example. It comes in the upper left-hand corner in cell A1, and you can also see it here in the formula editor. And it's route.distance. So that formula does not exist unless you have this add-in installed. Okay, route.distance, and then you can click inside of it for some help. It wants an origin and a destination, and then you can also specify a mode and unit. So we'll get into those in a second. But we'll hit enter, and the first time it takes a little bit longer, but you see that happen pretty quickly. It queries the distance API in the background and returns the result of 1,004 miles. Imagine you had 100 origins and destinations. This would be done in seconds. Okay, so that's the first example. And let's make these other examples a little bit easier. We'll go down to the bottom and we will insert an example worksheet. This is available to all the users. And it just gives you a little head start for understanding this. And this is a good suggested layout. So a lot of people that will be using this will have hundreds or thousands of rows, and you can lay them out in origin and destination and just obviously have them go down the columns. Now there are optional parameters of what mode, driving, walking, transit, and units, so miles or kilometers. And if we double click into our example here in E2, you see we've just added those as a third and fourth parameter. So let's look at this help again. The origin is the starting location, so it can be an address, it can be coordinates, place name like Eiffel Tower, or destination, same thing. Then the third and optional parameter is mode, and then unit. So all the references here, I won't go over all of it in this video, so let's go back to the program. And we'll look at the other two formulas. So the second one is route.time. It takes similar arguments. You see origin and destination. It also can take mode, and you can specify departure time. So if you wanted to, you could have traffic aware routing. So if you put in a time that's rush hour and you're in a city, the time is going to be longer. Then you have route.URL. That just gives you a link to the route in Google Maps. These don't use Google Maps in the background. They use a system called Here. But since most people use Maps for routing, we give you that link just that points to Google Maps. And then the last formula that you can do, so you can just start typing these anywhere in your sheet. And you type them in like a regular formula. So you hit equals, type a route, and then if you look, these are the four ones we've been talking about. You can also do directions. We're going to try to get a little bit fancy with the origins. Like we said, we'll say, I don't know how to spell Eiffel. We'll say Big Ben. And then we're going to drive to, what else is in England? Glasgow. It's in the United Kingdom, right? Glasgow. This is embarrassing. We'll try to just say Glasgow. Hit enter, It thinks about it for a minute, and it gave us directions. So there we go. This is how to get up to Scotland if you're visiting Big Ben. Great example, Adam. So I'll put a link on the screen right now that points to where to get this add-on. I'll also have a link to the page that you saw the formula descriptions on in my email address in case you have any questions. Thanks for watching.